Children, this is Shalini Bhatia, and we will talk about muscular tissue and nervous tissue now. The first kind of muscular tissue are striated muscles. They are also known as voluntary muscles or skeletal muscles. Because they function on our will, so voluntary muscle. Because they are connected to our bones, so skeletal muscles. And they have got striations or dark and light bands, so they are called striated muscles. These muscle fibers are long, cylindrical with blunt ends. They don't have branches and they have many nucleus. They help in body movements, so they have got more mitochondria as they require more energy. The striations or dark and light bands are because of the presence of functional units called sarcomeres. It contains two main protein filament, that is actin and myosin, which are the active structure responsible for muscle contraction. The skeletal muscles have the ability to regenerate also. In the diagram of striated muscle, you can see dark and light bands, many nucleus, and sarcolemma or myolemma, which is the cell membrane of striated muscle fiber. Another type of muscular tissue is unstriated muscle, which do not have striations, smooth muscles, or involuntary muscles because they do not function on our will. They are spindle shaped, they are long with tapering ends, they have got one nucleus, and they have got less mitochondria as compared to striated muscles. They are attached to hollow organs like intestines or blood vessels. These muscle fibers are present in iris of eye, ureters, bronchi of lungs, etc. Sarcomeres are not present in this. This is the reason they are known as smooth muscles. In this diagram of unstriated muscles, you can see the pointed ends and one nucleus. The third type of muscular tissue are cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles are also called myocardium. It constitutes the main tissue of the walls of the heart. It forms a highly branched cellular network connected end to end by intercalated disc. It controls the rhythmic contraction and relaxation of the heart, which is triggered by pacemaker cells. These muscle fibers are cylindrical, branched, and have one nucleus. Cardiac muscle fibers also possess contractile units called sarcomeres. In the diagram of cardiac muscles, the intercalated disc, nucleus, and dark and light bands are visible. In this diagram, we can compare the structure of striated, unstriated, and cardiac muscles, where it is clear that striated muscles have more nucleus, unstriated muscles have one nucleus, and cardiac muscles also contain one nucleus. Striated muscles have blunt ends, unstriated muscles have tapering ends. Cardiac muscle fibers are branched. Dark and light bands are present in striated muscles and cardiac muscles. In unstriated muscles, dark and light bands or sarcomeres are not present. Nervous tissue. It is another kind of animal tissue which carry the information to the different parts of the body from brain and spinal cord in the form of electrical impulses. The structural and functional unit of nervous system is neuron. Many neurons combine to form a nerve. Now let us study the structure of neuron. It consists of dendrite, which receive the impulses and send it to cyton. The cyton consists of nucleus and Nissel's granules which is rough endoplasmic reticulum. Axon is the cytoplasmic projection which arise from the cytone, and it transmits the impulses to the nerve ending. Schwann cells, these are the cells that keep the neurons alive and are responsible for multiple functions like insulation, conduction of nerve impulse, nerve development, and regeneration. In myelinated axons, Schwann cells form the myelin sheath. The gaps between adjacent Schwann cells are called nodes of Ranvier. Let's understand how the nerve impulses they travel in the neuron. The information is first of all acquired by the dendrite and electrical impulse is created. This impulse travels from dendrite to cytone. The electrical impulse travels through the axon then. As it reaches the nerve ending, it triggers a release of chemicals. These chemicals pass through the synapse to the next neuron and the electrical impulse is started again. So we have talked about the muscular tissue and nervous tissue today. I hope it's clear to you.